Triple six and minus plus. And gotta put them crosses on before we met. Got me thinking not to pay my type of stress. I send them this, my first surprise, they gon' collect. Ain't see you in about 2 weeks, but how you doing? But this Bugatti cost me 3, I tend to do it. If it's Steve, it's pedigree, my dogs can do it. Making moves right after blues is how she do it. Picked up, right boy, got to me, she running through it. Keep talking right when we do crash, she said we sure.
So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open.
Header! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Yamal. Llorente. Baina. Rodri. Now it's Ferran Torres.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Messi. We expected better, and so did he. Kubasi. Grimaldo, gently done. Paredes gets across to intercept that. Oyarzábal spread out to the left. Martinez sends that a long way. Baina. Hausen. Paredes. De Paul. Alvarez. Pau Kubasi wins the duel this time. Over to the left. And he cuts out the supply. Romero. Ferran Torres. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Yamal. There's the shot! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Ferran Torres quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
That's really well manoeuvred. Acuna, who does have an assist to his name. McAllister, aim forwards. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back underway.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Acuna tries a deft little ball. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's played forward. Now it's Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. McAllister. Rodri concedes a free kick for that. Rodri gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oh, what a climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. He can run onto that. Now it's Ferran Torres, and he's managed to get free. Danger averted for now. Llorente have it back and can go again. That looks a good ball through. Grimaldo shifted upfield. Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Petri with the cross. Yamal. Shot a goal!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Baina. And it's Pedri. Moved on forwards. Lovely, now then. Oyarzabal played out to the left flank. Pedri crosses. Senesi with the clearance. Turns and goes back. And he shoots!
Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Oyarzabal. And can he finish it? And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, efforts, and times... the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Nicolas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down. He often likes to step into midfield.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Argentina have got it back and they'll have another go. Proves too strong. Yamal. Ferran Torres. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Baina. And that was very necessary. And here's Pedri, takes a shot! The keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oyarzábal, well read, and the danger is averted. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Yamal. Llorente looking to hit the byline here. He's had a shot! Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Alvarez. Simeone. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Simeone. Yamal. Baina have it back and can go again. Senesi. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Spain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
There's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Messi. Messi gently done. Rodri. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And it's Pedri. Ferran Torres. Alvarez. Nice looking ball, brilliantly cut out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Can they find an extra gear here? And here's Alvarez. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll...
That's surely a foul. Free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Here's Oyarzabal. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. Out towards the flank. Delivered with swing.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake.
That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Messi. Pedri gets a foot in here. That's really well manoeuvred. Legacy. Paredes. Messi. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi played out towards the right wing. Llorente forwards and with intent. Now it's Gonzalez. Half-time, extra time.
Well, I think for both sets of players now, fatigue becomes your biggest opponent. You know, when the body gets tired, the mind usually goes with it. Concentration levels are difficult to manage now.
The hostilities have already resumed. 105 minutes of deadlock, 15 minutes to break it. Acuna. Gonzalez played with finesse. Howson can get it clear. Argentina are making a change now. Messi goes short. Played in deep. That's a throw. Messi. Now that's a fine challenge.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's found a way through. Oyarzabal. That's going to go a long way. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Yeah, the longer it went on, it kind of became inevitable that it would end this way, and while each defence can be proud, they've got very little say from here. It's up to the keepers now.
OK, get set. We have penalties. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he's found the net.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Gonzalez is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. And the keeper's come up trumps.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Spain are looking for comfort. Off the post!
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
And so the captain steps up.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Oyarzabal is the third man to step forward.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
The third man in the queue. Oh, Cooley does it.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
And stepping up, the skipper. Oh, it's saved. Pretty much straight at him.
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
The margin of error is 0. It's in. He's kept them in it.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Raya obliged to stop this to keep them alive. And there it is, the decisive kick. So in the end, heartbreak, a few of them inconsolable. But this is what footballing fate had stored up for them. It is nasty.
Oh, commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Nicolas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to grade it in or suffer the consequences.
And he thumps it clear. Howson. Moved on forwards. Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. Llorente tries a shot! They've played it short. He's having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Senesi forwards and with intent. Senesi gently done. Now it's Simeone. Baina has given away a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Strong running down that left flank. Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Simeone. Decent progress down the left. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Baina. Shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Spain have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Spain head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Spain carrying a one-goal... There's the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it. Messi goes short. Nicely shaped cross. Argentina with another corner. Rodri tries to clear. Driving on and making good progress. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Otamendi. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's made its way to him. Succumbs to the pressure.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Acuna. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Baina. Ferran Torres. He's in space and looking for options. Yamal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Paredes. Romero. And here's the Paul. Romero. Cross needs to be good.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gonna beg him.
Oh, he's in! And it's McAllister. Simeone. Oh, nice touch. Simeone! And he nearly went all the way.
Simeone clearly is trying.
And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, that was a hard goal.
Utterly glorious day, positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. Cramped and narrow, that's how it is in the Boca district. These vertical three-tier stands, very much a creation out of necessity. At the same time, they are what make the Bombonera so unique. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
As you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Rodrigo de Paul, is one of the very best when it comes to moving the ball into the final third, and the stats back that up. He's so good at breaking lines, it seems, he just seems to know instinctively the spaces he can exploit.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Acuna. Otamendi. Paredes. Acuna. Baina. Howson. Grimaldo, and it's played forward. Acuna gets across to intercept that. Messi, out to the right. Romero. He's found a way through. And that has been cleared. Clearly not happy with that. Simeone. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Crossbar comes to the rescue. De Paul! And that wasn't far away.
De Paul, oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target. Oyarzabal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
De Paul. Succumbs to the pressure. Alvarez. Moved on forwards. De Paul. Simeone. Now it's Alvarez. Messi. Romero. And here's the pull. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Llorente forwards and with intent. Baina, Yamal. Now it's Baina. Baina, and the shot! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Romero, Messi, De Paul, McAllister, Simeone, that's a header! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well read, nice interception. Senesi. Paredes. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Acuna. That's really well manoeuvred. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Changes him with that pass. That's a little off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Simeone, Acuna, McAllister. And the pass is intercepted. Paredes. And it's Messi. Romero. Chance here to counter. Now it's Pedri. He's got away. Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yamal! Yamal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable. Ferran Torres, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Alvarez! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Simeone, shot, surely! Goal! Argentina! An act of charity gratefully received. So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Yamal, Llorente, Yamal, and again they run up against stubborn defending. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Acuna. McAllister. De Paul. Messi. De Paul! That was a matter of inches.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
De Paul. Oh, played right into his path. Simeone. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Simeone? Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
And it's Baina. Simeone. Howson cuts out the pass. Lofted upfield. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Simeone. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Messi. Now this could be a chance. Messi. Tries a shot!
Argentina have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's Messi. Otamendi shifted upfield. Pedri. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Paredes. Messi. Oh, good spread. Lobbed in behind. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Baina. Grimaldo. Yamal. Great work on the overlap. Otamendi can get it clear. And it's been taken short. And it's Llorente. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ferran Torres. Now it's Llorente. Cross in, looks like a good one. Martinez claims it without any fuss. And it's Messi. Messi gently done. Raya getting this one clear. That's been won straight back. Acuna. Otamendi. Half an hour played now. And here's Messi. Now it's De Paul. So who's he picking out? Hit into the middle. Baina. Pedri. Rodri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Yamal. Oh, that is Ferran Torres! Romero. Messi. Romero. Alvarez. Romero. That is lovely. And here's the Paul. Messi. Acuna. Yamal. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
What a save by David Raya! Acuna. And here's Alvarez. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.